You meet him at 17. August 14th, 1998. A Thursday afternoon outside the Preparatoria Central in Culiacán, Sinaloa. He is 20. I'm a Dorn. Construction worker. His name is Rahman. He has a mason's hands and a bus-stop smile and a paycheck that covers 2 tacos de asada from the corner stand and a Coca-Cola. He walks you home carrying your books for 47 consecutive school days before he kisses you for the first time at a gate on Calle Guillermo Nelson. You marry at 19. May 3rd, 2000. A small civil ceremony in the Palacio Municipal. 38 guests. A borrowed white dress. His cousin's Ford Ranger as the getaway vehicle. You honeymoon in Mazatlan for 4 nights. By the end of 2000, the money starts coming. First, a new refrigerator. Then, a used Chevrolet. Then, a brand new Ford F-150 Silver. Don't worry about it, my love. It sounds like love. It operates like anesthesia. 2003. $1.02. I know sir stay. Harrell 3 t-shirt you. Rahman buys a 6-bedroom stucco house on a hilltop outside Culiacán from a judge who needs cash fast. Marble floors. A pool with a lion head fountain you think is ugly and do not say so. 3 maids. A driver named Chui, who never meets your eyes. By 2005, there are bodyguards. By 2006, there is bulletproof glass in the front windows. 2 children. Mateo in November 2004 at a private Guadalajara clinic. Sofia in June 2006 by the same doctor who never sends a bill. Rahman disappears 3 days. Sometimes 5 ideal. When he is gentle, the gravel crunches slow. When he is hollow, it crunches fast. You sign every document he puts in front of you. You understand without being told that you are the legal facade of something large enough to need one. 15 years of silence does not mean 15 years of ignorance. You overhear phone calls from the kitchen while pretending to water the bougainvillea. You see open ledgers on his desk when you bring him coffee at 6 a.m. You recognize the names of every lieutenant. Carlos in Tijuana. Beto in Nogales. El Pelon in Guadalajara. Teguiva. In Guadalajara. You recognize a Colombian named Esteban, who calls on an encrypted line from Cartagena every first Sunday of the month. None of this information was given to you. It settled into you the way smoke settles into curtains. 15 years of silent accumulation turn you into the most complete filing cabinet in Sinaloa, and you do not know it. You are 31 years old. You have a master's level operational knowledge of a $4 billion organization. You have not told a single person. You have, however, already learned your first rule, which is that the value of a secret is calculated the instant someone else knows you know it. He dies on a Tuesday, October 8th, 2013, 11:47 a.m. A highway between Culiacán and Mazatlan. 3 armored SUVs hit his convoy from both sides. Military-grade weapons. 40 seconds of sustained fire. The convoy was 6 vehicles. 4 are burning on the highway shoulder. 2 escape. You find out from the television. You are at the Marble Kitchen Island, spreading Hellmann's mayonnaise on white bread for Sofia's school lunch. His face appears beside the word ASESINADO in red letters. You do not drop the knife. Sofia, 7 years old, walks in barefoot in her school uniform holding a stuffed rabbit. Those quiet dark eyes have known something was wrong her entire life. Mateo is 10. He asks a single sentence. Mama, are we poor now? You realize your son has been waiting for this question for at least a year. The funeral is massive. 400 people. Men you have never seen weeping like they lost their own father. Men you have seen refusing to meet your eyes. Your mother holds your arm the entire mass and does not let go. You read the faces the way you read Ramon's moods. Every man here is doing math. Some are calculating whether you are an asset worth keeping. Some are calculating whether you are a loose end that needs trimming. Torres, your husband's second, 38, former state police, gold pinky ring, never looks anyone directly in the eye, steps into the chair like he has been rehearsing for it. He cuts your household allowance. He moves into Ramon's office. He stops returning your calls. A rival organization hits 2 distribution points because Torres is not good at talking to Colombians. The Colombian calls you 3 times on a private number you never answer. The Colombian is Esteban. The DEA shows up on a Wednesday. 2 agents in a black Ford Explorer. They send a card through the security cabinet. Protection, relocation, new identities. You put the card in the kitchen drawer with the rubber bands. You spend 3 nights at the kitchen island running numbers on a yellow legal pad. You choose the other route. You tell yourself you are choosing it for them. Sunday midnight, November 10th, 2013. You dial Esteban in Cartagena. He answers on the 2nd ring. I. You speak for 41 minutes. You offer stability. You offer clean routing. He agrees in the 39th minute. Don't disappoint me. 2nd call. Mendoza, the accountant. He is loyal because in 2009 you warned him about a tax investigation 48 hours before it landed. 3rd call. Pardot you. Torres's own lieutenant. You offer him the top chair at distribution. No. And you cut Torres out of the supply chain. Without product, his dealers go dry. Torres comes to your house on a Thursday night. November 28th, 2013. He arrives with 2 soldiers in a black Cadillac Escalade. He rings your doorbell at 9:14 p.m. like a neighbor. Sofia is asleep upstairs. Mateo is doing homework at the kitchen table. You make him coffee. You tell him Esteban no longer takes his calls. Mendoza has frozen his liquid funds. Par controls distribution in 3 states. If any harm comes to you or to either of your children, the dossier you have been compiling for 15 years goes to the DEA. He does not speak for 63 seconds. He stands up. Nero. He puts his espresso on the marble side table. He walks out. He is arrested by federal forces at a safe house in Mocorito 6 weeks later. 6 months after Ramon's death, your organization is moving 31% more product at 12% lower interdiction rates. You are, by any operational metric, better at this than he was. Here's the part you never say out loud. You like it. Not the drugs. Not the violence. The control. The feeling it gives you is the quiet glow you used to see on Ramon's face after a successful quarter. Nah. You recognize it. And it terrifies you, because understanding him means becoming him. Mateo figures it out when he is 13. He finds a folder on a burner tablet you left in the kitchen. He asks if you are doing what his dad did. You tell him you are keeping the family safe. He says, that is what Dad always said, too. He walks out. The phrase passes between generations like a virus. Sofia is different. She is 11. She does not confront you. She starts watching. She notices when Par visits and files it behind those dark, quiet eyes that stopped tracking the room the day her father died. One evening at dinner you catch her looking at you with an expression that stops your heart. The face of a woman learning that the smartest thing she can do in this house is not ask questions. She is 12. She is already becoming you. 2024. You are 45 years old. Sofia is 18. She was accepted to a small liberal arts college in New England, on a scholarship that lists your legal occupation as private philanthropy. She has not asked you for a single dollar. She has also not asked you a single question. Mateo is 20. He is at ISM Guadalajara studying industrial engineering. He does not talk about his father. He does not talk about anything that has feeling in it. The organization, now 19 years old, moves through 38 registered companies across 6 jurisdictions. Mendoza runs the books. Par runs distribution. Esteban still calls the first Sunday of every month at 9 p.m. on. The DEA file, now moved to a safe in the garage, is thicker than it was in 2013. You have never opened it. You wake at 6:04 a.m. on a Thursday in May. You make Sofia her last school lunch before her graduation. You spread the mayonnaise. You look up. Sofia is standing in the doorway, holding Senor Cristal. She does not ask anything. She watches. You smile at her. She smiles back. That's a wrap for today. This story is fiction. But behind every cartel headline there is a woman who either ran or stayed. They stayed because the math made more sense than the morals. And then one morning they woke up on the same side of the marble island where they had started, making the same lunch. And the next girl was already in the doorway, watching. What do you do when the quiet you inherited is the quiet you pass on? If this one made you think, drop a comment. More coming. Subscribe.